wasn't true. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, nothing at all. It don't mean nothing.
Well, I believe we didn't lose the war. The politicians lost the war because the general of North Vietnam actually said that if we had kept the bombing up over there, they were ready to quit. But I don't know if it was Nixon or the next president, but one of them stopped all the bombing in Vietnam. And then when they did that, they had a peace treaty, you know, that they went and signed, because we had won every battle in Vietnam. So I wouldn't say we lost the war, but when they signed that peace treaty, you're signing something that you're hoping the enemy abides by it. Well, you can't, you know, the enemy lies. They're going to tell you anything to get you out of Vietnam. And that's what they did. They signed a peace treaty. As soon as all the troops got out, they overran the country. So that was, it really wasn't America losing the war. It was just the politicians lost the war.
Yeah, I don't think that we lost the war. Up until when we pulled out, we were doing fine, this and that. We lost the war, or the people that thinks we lost, just blame the politicians in Washington. You cannot fight a politically correct war. It's going to be collateral damage. The United States could have walked from one end of South Vietnam all the way to the northest point in North Vietnam if we so desired, if they wanted, if they would have let us. But they were trying to fight a politically correct war. So what happens then is we leave, a matter of what, months? The North Vietnamese walk right down. And as you've probably seen in Iraq, Afghanistan, you could have seen North Vietnamese soldiers riding around here in United States Army vehicles, as we saw the Taliban riding around in United States Army gun jeeps when we pulled out of Afghanistan. Obviously, we didn't learn our lesson in Vietnam. There were so many similarities between Vietnam and Iraq, Afghanistan, it's scary. But loss, I don't like the word loss. We weren't allowed to finish the job.
Well, that's a very deep question. We didn't lose it, we just withdrew. The communist is a mindset of some people, and they want to rule over a certain set of people. If those people want to knuckle under and be ruled by the communist, let them. The communists are always going to be there, and education is the important thing. People don't realize that being free is so important. This country is clamping down a lot, but it's still free. And the wealth of a country is measured by the number of people who want to get in. And look at the United States. Everybody wants to get into the United States. Nobody's beating down the borders to Russia to get into a communist country. So it's the individuals that carry the load for freedom. But they're whittling away at that slow but sure. I think it was it wasn't worthwhile when one person from the United States or one person got killed. But it proved the point that we've got to draw a line in the sand somewhere. And I hope they keep that line right where it is right now. But
I'm adamant. It's the people that have no experience have simply got to keep their nose out of it. I'm not a warmonger when I say let the military handle it, but it's not that all they want to do is go and kill people. It ain't. Because it's always the guys in the front line that take the hit. The big shots don't take the hit. It's the front people. You know, and that's what you got to care about. So.
The United States was in Vietnam to train the South Vietnamese soldiers, and the whole time that we was there, we was bringing in troops to train them and to help them fight the war against North Vietnam. The American soldier in Vietnam was there for support. We were there to support South Vietnam. We did not win. We did not lose the war. The South Vietnamese people did, because we was there to support them. We actually signed peace treaties in, I think it was 1971. And at that time, we started to withdraw the help that we was given the South Vietnamese people, because we felt that they were capable at that time to win the war. So my thoughts is, there's no way in hell that we lost the war, because we were only there to support. It was the South Vietnamese people that lost the war.
Yeah, it was a conflict. Well, 58,000 guys died in a conflict. What would you call it?
One heck of a conflict.
Yeah, one hell of a conflict. And it was, what, 10, 12 years? But I guess everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you know?